Hey everybody, Dr. Jaime here, and you are about to listen to the Dr. Jaime Show audio experience. I hope you enjoy the tips and advice in this segment. Hey everyone, welcome to the Dr. Jaime Show. Dr. Jaime here, and today I have with me Lance Ippolito. He is a trading coach, and he is with Trading Coach Lance, tradingcoachlance.com. And we have a very interesting segment. He's going to chat with us about everything that we need to know regarding the market and its updates. That's right. What do we need to recap from January 2018, and what do we need to know about the market moving into February 2018? Lance, welcome back to the Dr. Jaime Show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so listeners, we had Lance on a 60-minute live episode as we talked about Bitcoin and just some really different types of cryptocurrencies. So he was super knowledgeable in that, and we're really glad to have you back to sort of tell us a little bit about what is going on in the market right now. So what do you have for us today?
Well, we're seeing a huge rotation into the stock market this year. Probably most related because of the new tax plan. It seems a lot of the large companies are in favor of it, as we've seen in the media. Companies like Verizon, Disney, Starbucks, all giving workers bonuses, employees extra paid vacation, stock buyback programs, all really getting the whole business-friendly companies and hiring more people. It's getting a lot of confidence to not only institutional investors, but also new investors and retail money coming into the stock market.
Wow, excellent. So you kind of named a few: Verizon, Disney, Starbucks. I know you can't tell us to sort of look into these markets. I know you don't want to give that straight advice, but I guess I'm asking, should we sort of look into these stocks, Verizon, Disney, Starbucks, since they're doing well in February? Should we kind of keep our eye on these stocks?
Going forward, you make a good point. Instead of, especially for the retail person picking a company like, hey, this is the best company, there's ETF products, which are exchange-traded products where it's a basket of stocks. So you don't have to go and pick one. And these ETFs are very liquid. They trade well. There's very low fees. It's almost like a mutual fund. Picture a mutual fund like in the 90s where it was, blue chip stocks or energy stocks or technology stocks. That's what these ETFs are, but they're very liquid, meaning there's a lot of volume. Let's say you buy it at 101. You could sell it at almost 101 exactly, maybe a couple pennies off. And they hold a group of those stocks. So, we talked about Disney, Verizon, JP Morgan, another name. Those names make up the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So if we look at the Dow, the top 30 stocks, a lot of those companies are in it. So you could look at the Dow ETF, which is the DIA, or we call it the Diamond. Or you could just look at the S&P 500, which are 500 of the largest companies in the U.S., and there's an ETF for that called the SPY. Where, if you don't want to go in specifically and pick, or you're worried that maybe this company's not good, I don't know which company to choose from, you could just buy these ETFs.
Okay, excellent, great tips. Now, moving on, before the show, we talked about cannabis stock. Am I getting that right? Tell me what is going on in the cannabis industry.
So the cannabis industry has been, the cannabis stocks, I should say. I'm no expert on the cannabis industry. I live in Florida, so we are pretty limited on what we have here in terms of regulation. But the cannabis stocks are very interesting, and they got interesting again really in the start of December. So for a long time, no one really, you had maybe a few years ago, you had some pot stocks, and they were thought of as penny stocks. They just weren't legit. Some people made money, some people got burned, but you never really had any institutional money, which is the big, hedge fund managers and your big companies like Vanguard and stuff like that, and TD getting involved in them. But recently, we've seen a new influx of cannabis stocks, cannabis product stocks like tobacco paper, hemp-related, cannabis medical cannabis stocks, for treatments of MS, anxiety, depression, stuff like that. So you have a whole basket of cannabis stocks now. And then recently, with the new laws passing in California, the surge of cannabis, the volume in these cannabis stocks has really just taken off. I mean, some of these names have gone from $2 to $10 or $20 to $30 in a matter of months, and they're starting to trade with volume, therefore liquidity. So, it's not like back in the day, it's a penny stock, it's rigged. No, they're trading millions of shares a day. There's big funds backing them. It's just not a kind of a Wild West show anymore in this sector. So it's attracting a lot of new people to the market because a lot of people want to get in first on these names, and you're seeing us pass more cannabis-friendly laws. It's really increasing investor confidence in these names that, hey, maybe they're not just some weed company that's going to crash and burn. Maybe they actually have a science or a real product behind them.
Okay, excellent. So it's attracting new people to the market. It's increasing confidence. I'm going to put you on the spot here. So just if there are new people entering the market and they are looking at the cannabis stocks, is there one tip of advice you can give them? Because I know a lot of people just kind of follow the hype, right? We talked about that with Bitcoin, where everyone's like, oh, my God, it's all about Bitcoin. Let's invest all of our money in it right now. So I'm assuming that's the wrong thing to do. Is there one thing that you could educate the listeners on when it comes to if you're new entering the market and maybe if you're following this cannabis hype going on right now? What would be your biggest tip?
For the new person getting involved, especially if you don't have knowledge of the space, there's an ETF actually that just opened up, I believe late December, called the ETF Managers Harvest Tracking ETF, called the MJX. It's basically a basket of cannabis stocks. So I think it consists of about 30 cannabis stocks, from like a rolling paper company to some medical names in there to actually some growers. So let's say stock XYZ is down 10% that day. You might have stock ABC up 10% that day. So it balances it out. And the name trades a lot of volume. I'm looking at it right now. It's traded 1.5 million shares a day. Therefore, it's very liquid. You don't have to worry about, I can't get out, I'm trapped. It's easy to follow, very liquid. You don't have to pick, hey, this is a good company. And it's like I said, it's starting to get a lot of large institutions behind it, and it's literally almost brand new. So very friendly ETF for those looking to get in the space, but with not a lot of knowledge.
Okay, excellent. That was a great tip. Okay, before we end, is there anything else that we have to know about the market updates for February 2018, what we're looking in for here in the next couple days?
Looking forward for February in 2018, we're going to have a lot of big companies reporting earnings. So we're going to have your Apple, your Google, your Microsoft, your Intel. And these companies make up a large part of the NASDAQ or the tech sector and really the market in general. So if these companies start reporting really good numbers, which the street is expecting, and the new tax law going forward is going to be friendly to them, we could really see another leg up in the market, pushing stocks even higher. We are at historic highs at the moment, and we call this a market melt-up. But everything is looking still very bullish, and people have said a bull market can last, it's lasted 8 years, it's too long. We're really not seeing any signs of a slowdown just yet.
Excellent. So some good things lie ahead, some confidence in the market, it sounds like. Lance, thank you so much for joining us on the Dr. Jaime Show. Again, this information is awesome, and I know that some people are going to begin looking in the different types of stocks coming up in February. So thanks again for joining us.
No problem. It's all about education, and that's what I try to do on my website, tradingcoachlance.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much, everyone. You're listening to the Dr. Jaime Show with Lance Ippolito. He is a trading coach with Trading Coach Lance, tradingcoachlance.com. Do me a favor, go to YouTube, go to iTunes, go to Google Play, subscribe to the Dr. Jaime Show, review the Dr. Jaime Show 5 stars, please, and comment below with your biggest takeaway from this particular episode. Have a great day.
Thank you so much for listening to the Dr. Jaime Show audio experience. I really hope that you enjoyed the tips and advice given on today's segment. Do me a favor and go to iTunes and my YouTube, and please subscribe to that channel. Every subscribe, every like, every follow helps the Dr. Jaime Show grow so that we can bring you the best guests and the best content possible. And of course, as always, if you have any feedback, feel free to leave that as well. Talk to you soon.